It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints under the lights on Monday night.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis here at the Superdome. But, Charles, these Saints, after a good run from 2017 to 2020, have kind of been middle of the pack the last couple of years, 7-10 a season ago. What's their recipe for turning things around?
I think continuing the short passing game that they're known for and see if some of their playmakers can make some short passes into longer plays. And then on defense, continuing to pressure quarterbacks in the pocket. They tend to get after them pretty hard.
Well, meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the rebuild under Doug Peterson is right on track. And listen, nobody's going to get wildly excited about 9-8, which they were last year. I get that. But when that comes on the heels of 3-14 and 1-15, certainly a step in the right direction.
And the biggest stride they can make this year is on defense. 28th against the pass last year, and just moving into the middle of the pack. That could buy them a couple more wins and put them in a great spot come playoff time.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw his Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. Running right through him. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
A give to Kamara running right. Shifts past him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick of the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year, we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Jones now in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Third and 2. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back to the ground with ETN. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
On first down, right back to ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars! 33 yards for Travis Etienne. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
play action. Now Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Now a play fake. Carr. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Carr completes it.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Kamara up the middle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Carr now to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver's taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. A run here with Dearness Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 68 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in a zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down, Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go again with Etienne. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's taken there by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Carr going to throw.
Olave holds it in.
He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4.
Here's Carr to throw.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Carr. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Carr.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints have retaken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Wolf on now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 23. Now Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches, really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. On the return, here's Agnew. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
83 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Another tote for ETN. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They go play action with Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now 2nd and 3. Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, here's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. they're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt.
Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew.
And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
This taken in at the goal line.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the draw, here's Lawrence. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They run it again with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. All the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Carr now to throw. Olave over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw, it's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A gain of 22. Carr now on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. That time a 6-play drive, and it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars getting set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Who's going to make a play, baby?
A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Etienne once more. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think we could easily read his mind there. There was just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running.
And I love the way that they covered all the gaps. You know, we could do all the lettering and the numbering and all those things, but those run fits that we talk about all the time, each person fitting in the proper spot on defense, you see the end result when they do that. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The kick by McManus is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
So let's go.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Smith will come in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This one taken in by Olave. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Once again, we got to get it down to the point, boys. Let's go.
Carr gonna throw. Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for two here. They'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side, and he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Etienne up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Here's 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On third down, Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Lawrence will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Jaguars defense, they came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that was one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And that to the 30, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Smith in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Carr on the bootleg. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 21. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 57 yards. And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's Shaheed. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing now is Carr.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now Carr again. And his throw is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Throw left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now, Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here, and you know for me it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he's got this down to the 35.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. The Cards throw there, taken in by Smith. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's first down. Carr to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Carr to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down by 7, a minute 13 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Lawrence.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with a minute 7 remaining.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
And they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.